The following is a presentation of the Retro Network.
Before we begin, friends, you'll notice I have an extra chair next to me. I had planned this episode to include our buddy William Bruce West.
Yeah, definitely, man. He had the insight. He had the love of the Saved by the Bell franchise. And I know he was there for the transition from the end of the series to the college years and everything else. Oh, yeah. So to do this in his honor, for sure.
Absolutely. I had planned this. For those of y'all listening who may not know, Will had a stroke earlier this year, and he died in April 2026. We miss him terribly. Adam, you put together a really lovely tribute to Will. That's on our After Lunch podcast, and that link's in the show notes. But I brought a fourth chair, and I hope Will joins us for this dorky little show about a dorky little show.
Absolutely, man. I mean, it just that's kind of the nice thing about having been William Bruce's best friend, is that every show you can watch that you know he was a fan of, right? You feel like you're with him again, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So it's very special in that way.
Yeah, thank you for indulging me with that. All right, let's talk turkey.
Tell. It's gonna be a great Noel. It's the Advent Calendar House. Muppets, Batman, Smurfs, and even Garfield's Halloween. We're gonna take a trip down memory lane. Frosty, Rudolph, and a bunch you've probably never seen. It's Mike and pals that come to entertain. Turn the knob and lift the latch for fun. Just beware the icy patch. It's the Advent Calendar House.
Welcome to the Advent Calendar House, a holiday specials podcast sponsored by Screech's Turkey Saunas. Come in with frozen giblets, leave with your skin feeling all fresh and tingly. It is Thanksgiving in July, and this year I've set up some extra table settings for some old friends. And previously on this show, which I now realize was 8 years ago, we watched Zach Morris be trash but still managed to find a girl and her dad a home for Christmas. Now, thankfully, we get to see him a tiny bit more grown up as we get wheeled directly into a wall back to 1993 for a very special episode of Saved by the Bell, The College Years. So crack open those books to a Thanksgiving story.
I'm standing at the edge of tomorrow, and it's all up to me how far I go. I'm standing at the edge of tomorrow.
I am standing at the edge of tomorrow today. Mike Westfall. And joining me is a trained professional with 3 years of children's theater despite never scoring that dream role in Annie. He'll never give up. It's Adam Pope. Hi, Adam.
The sun'll come out tomorrow.
Oh, and he's wearing his Bayside shirt. Everybody's ready.
Absolutely.
And a man I trust not to try and save me $49.95 by ordering my turkeys frozen. It's Chad Young. Hey, Chad.
Hey, Mike. Oh, what's this? Marsha Warfield just walked in. Oh, awesome. Marsha, we'll get to it. I just spoiled the entire fucking episode.
It's okay.
Well, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, from your resident Mr. Thanksgiving, or self-proclaimed.
Yeah, what do they serve at the horror movie barbecue for Thanksgiving? That's the question.
It's not all of this. First off, Dustin Diamond would never be anywhere near my Thanksgiving. God rest his soul. God bless you. But let's see. Not this.
Okay.
Not this episode. I would not be playing this episode on my normal Thanksgiving marathon.
No? All right.
I feel like you'd have to supplement burgers from the Max or something, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's an idea. I can get behind that.
So I'm going to level with y'all. I largely dropped off my Saved by the Bell watching when they graduated high school. I remember little blips of the college years, but that's really all I got. So I didn't think I had seen this episode before, but there's a certain part of it that I remembered, and it's Kelly Kapowski geeking out at the sight of her favorite television stars.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about it.
This is a very, just for the heads up, and like you stated in the beginning, because Will would be the first one to point out, this is a very Brandon Tartikoff kind of feeling episode. Like, I just can't. The whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, this is not 1994 or whatever it was, 93, 94.
It was 93.
Ew, that's even worse. This is like 1983. This is just so. Yeah. Oh God.
The NBC All-Stars here to save Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Right.
If they had called it that, I would gladly accept it.
There you go.
Well, I'll just say, Mike, you said that you didn't remember seeing it. Like, I busted out my DVD set.
Yeah.
I have the full Saved by the Bell box set.
Good.
And I have watched, rewatched the college years. I somehow missed this episode. I had not seen it.
Wow.
And I was so excited by everything that happened in this episode. There's so much to talk about.
This is the episode you missed?
Of all of them, I know.
Right. Chad, had you seen this before?
No, I know certain, like, I've seen the gifs of, like, people, we'll get to it, but no, I very much did not care for the college years. So, no, I can honestly 100% say I did not watch this one.
Yeah, I must have watched it when it aired just because of like, I remember her being so excited. And I don't think the college years ever went in the reruns.
I think that it was in reruns somewhere like maybe TBS, maybe it would, maybe
then.
Yeah, but I tend to remember it being played elsewhere at some time. I really just can't picture when.
Yeah, no, it seems like something I might have caught on TV because the college years was a Tuesday night primetime show on NBC.
That's a major spot, especially in 93.
Yeah, well, that's what made me drop off, because like my primetime schedule was already so full. There were so many other shows I wanted to watch, and it was like, I love the Bayside Gang. I tuned in for like 3 or 4 episodes as soon as it premiered, and then I was just like, but there's other stuff I want to watch.
Yeah, like they ran this against late series Full House, so it was a tough choice. But this episode, A Thanksgiving Story, aired November 23rd, 1993. If you want to watch it, the whole college years season is on Tubi, and this is episode 11 out of 19. But let's dig into this. It is the day before Thanksgiving, I think, at the totally real and not made up for this series California University, where Zach, Slater, and Screech are roommates sharing the biggest college freshman suite I have ever seen.
So I didn't go to college, and I obviously never stayed in a dorm. But in my head, a dormitory was always just okay, I live in a studio apartment. I always assumed it's maybe like half of what my apartment is now.
It's about right.
Yeah, it's just like a room.
Yeah.
Like whenever I would see it on like TV or, in movies, it was always just like, oh, there's 2 beds and a weird person has like a pet, snake or something.
Sometimes.
And a bunch of neon.
Yeah.
So I could, replace the snake with a rabbit. I guess that could be me, but, but yeah, this is something that always like confused me. I'm like, how? Like, Zach is like very, quick and smart and all that. But there's no way he would have gotten that room.
Well, it feels like a missed opportunity that like in the pilot episode, he didn't have to like, swindle it away from a senior.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or a frat or something. Yeah. Like he got their place for all his friends.
That's what I'm thinking. Like I would have wanted to see him like actually get this apartment. Instead, doesn't the episode just start with him and Slater just walking in?
I think so.
But yeah. I mean, they just got it. I mean, it was just what they were assigned, and then they find out it's this co-ed situation with the girls on one side and they're on the other, and they have to put together what the arrangement is. Yeah.
Here we are. This is a thing that happens your first year of college. No.
Oh man, his second year is gonna suck.
Yeah, I went to visit a girlfriend when she went away to UC Santa Cruz back in the day, and I was just the co-ed bathroom situation I was not prepared for.
Oh.
And I just remember walking in there like, what? Like,
Whoops.
checking the door. I was like, oh, this is for everybody. Okay.
Oh, so that was actually legit.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Co-ed dorms, co-ed bathrooms, all that.
I always so that's something I always kind of imagine. Again, like I always pictured that being like a movie or show. I had no idea like that was real. Like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I lived in a co-ed dorm, but we were separated by floor.
Interesting.
So that, yeah, we weren't sharing bathrooms or anything.
Wow.
And we definitely weren't sharing a suite until we lived off campus. When I moved off campus and like 7 of us rented a house, it was split between guys and gals. But
you didn't have a 7 room suite from the Hilton, apparently.
No, we did not.
Us crazy Californians, we like to live in luxury.
Seriously.
No, that house is gone now. It's a parking lot now.
Sounds right, yeah.
Anyway, Kelly is here with news that the weather in LA for Thanksgiving is perfect.
Guess what, guys? I just called Mom. It's going to be perfect Thanksgiving weather in LA. 93 degrees and only a stage 1 smog alert. I can't wait to get home.
Cal U is quite a bit upstate, somewhere in the Bay Area. The Saved by the Bell wiki claims it is based on UC Berkeley.
Seems right.
Okay. Tiffany Amber Thiessen was not in the original pilot of this show. She opted in an episode later, so they booted some other poor woman after the pilot and wrote Kelly back in, claiming she was on a waiting list and finally got the call.
Okay. Okay. There's that NBC magic.
Yeah, that someone had the right price and she finally signed on.
You know what? That's an episode I would have wanted to see. Is the entire episode Zach is like trying to get like Kelly bumped up on the waiting list, but he doesn't say who it is. So at the end of the episode, we get the reveal.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Because it's kind of like driving everybody crazy. And then I don't know how Kelly was introduced in this episode or this series, but I assume she probably just like walked in or something.
Basically.
Once again, just, hey, Kelly, what are you doing here?
Build up to it. If they had built up to it, you would have been like, all right, oh, wow, okay, cool, Kelly.
The other thing I just want to bring up is the fact that most people probably remember the college years like, why is Zach fat in this series? Because like he just got filled out. That's what a lot of people said. And the whole thing was he admitted on the Zach to the Future podcast that it never occurred to him like that he's going to continue on. And he's like, I want to be a football player.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I want to go out and so he thought he was going to play college football. So he started working out even more and bulking up. And then they're like, we're going to continue the series. He's like, what? They brought him back and he was just total different physique.
Well, and he's wearing different clothes. They're wearing college attire. You know, once you get to college, you start wearing like flannel and like jackets and short sleeve shirts over long sleeve shirts. So like he was just wearing a baggier set of clothes on top of that.
Yeah. I mean, and then you can look at Screech's flowy shirts and his giant belt buckles. I mean, he really upgraded.
I'm psyched. I'm 18, I'm a man, and I'm a frat guy. You know what that means? You get to sit at the head of the kids' table? You know it, bucko.
That was kind of another thing. I never thought Zach was fat. I never did. I just thought he looked much like bulkier, but I never thought he was fat. But that's another thing is they all, I mean, obviously that was still all of them, but it wasn't the same like charm that they had on like Saved by the Bell.
I don't know. I feel like Mario Lopez, at least, he's consistent.
Oh, yeah.
He feels like Slater to me. Like he just brings it. He's the best part for me in this series.
That's fair. Well, he was always kind of the wisest one of the group. Which is why he and Jesse.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was also kind of a little dumb. He was kind of a meathead. But he was also he had more world experience because his dad was in the military. So he had a little bit more experience in like say Zach and the others. So it carries over into this, and we'll get into an example of that.
Yeah. But so all of these guys are planning to go home for Thanksgiving, and their resident advisor, Mike, stops to see them off.
So, Mike, is your mom gonna miss you for Thanksgiving?
No, she's just thankful she doesn't have to feed me. Besides, I've got 20 underprivileged kids coming by for Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That's pretty nice, Mike.
Maybe I can stay and help out?
Nope, it's okay, Screech. Thanks, though.
So Mike Rogers is a retired football star who played for the 49ers, which would have put him in that Montana era. He's played by actual retired football star Bob Golick, a 3-time Pro Bowler with the Cleveland Browns in the 80s.
Ooh.
He's also the older brother of Mike Golick, of Mike and Mike in the Morning.
Mm-hmm.
And Bob also has his own radio show based in Akron, Ohio, and he's been hosting that since 2004.
Huh.
So he's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought he had died because So, Adam, this is a throwback to an episode of Do You Remember That Show? But we were talking about how Lyle Alzado and Bob Golick kind of, and I think Will was the one that brought this up. They kind of are the same guy. So for some reason, I did think like Bob Golick was no longer with us, but it's good to hear that he's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob Golick's more like a little kid versus Lyle Alzado is always kind of like your tough older brother. And Bob Golick's like, hey guys, gee.
He is. He's very much like that
Fair.
here. Oh,
Fair,
man.
fair.
And he tells the gang he's spending his Thanksgiving hosting a group of underprivileged kids, which is great. Now, since he's hosting these kids, that means he can't go to a Raiders game the day after Thanksgiving in L.A. Hey, remember when they were the Los Angeles Raiders?
They have been all over the place, man.
Yeah. While I'm at it, remember when they played football games the day after Thanksgiving? Oh, that's right, they didn't.
So here's my question. Is if he had tickets for the game the day after, he could do the Thanksgiving dinner and then fly out first thing in the morning and catch the game.
Yeah. What's the problem? Yeah.
I didn't understand that. And like even by like 1993 standards, he probably had enough money, I'm assuming, to just go to the airport and be like, all right, I just need the first red eye. And
well, he also had 4 tickets. He could have sold like 2 of the tickets for plane ticket money.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah, I don't that none of that tracks. But I mean, he's a resident assistant at a college now, so he's not making football money anymore.
But wouldn't they? Since he was an alumni? No, it was a San Francisco 40. Well, no, were the 49ers playing?
I don't know.
Raiders. Okay, well, he would have gotten free tickets anyway, right?
Hey, yeah.
So what does he need to buy these tickets for?
He just doesn't want to go.
He's got a good heart. He's got a good heart.
That's right. His heart is there to do this Thanksgiving dinner with the kids.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Mike's got these 4 tickets to a game that didn't really happen in real life. Which Zach scores thanks to a sob story about his brother Teddy, who's back from Guatemala, where he was building schools for the Peace Corps, which even the studio audience buys with an aww. Zach's an only child.
Yeah, I got to point that out. Throughout this whole episode, this is an actual live studio audience.
Oh, yeah.
And their reactions are much too sincere. They forget that they're watching a Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, they are.
they are taking everything seriously. Every time Mike is in a situation in this episode, you're like, whoa. This is not a dramatic, very special episode, you guys.
No.
They're just happy to be there. They must have a guy warming them up.
Yeah, but is he warming him up with like sad tales about a puppy dying? Like, I don't understand.
Could be. Just a sign. Aw, I don't know.
He's sitting there and like just he's like just letting all this emotional, traumatic things out for the audience.
Oh yeah.
I love that idea. Oh, someone hire whoever's running NBC. Hire me right now.
Perfect. Do it. So Zach busts out his choked up voice. You go ahead and take him, Slater. And Mike just looks over at Slater and barks selfish before handing him to Zach, who's not even going to go to the game. He's going to sell the tickets.
Yeah, attaboy.
It's a good gag.
Wishes us a happy Thanksgiving because even in college, Zach is Deadpool.
Yep.
Well, Slater has a big family Thanksgiving to go home to, and he's bringing along his new college girlfriend, Alex. Remember, Jesse went to Columbia, and they decided not to attempt a long-distance relationship. So he's now dating Alex.
What have you got in here? We're only going for 4 days.
I have 24 outfits and all my makeup. I want to make a good impression on your family.
This is that 90s, 80s sitcom of, oh, here comes, the ditzy woman bringing like 8 tons of clothes for like a 2-day trip. And
oh, yeah.
I got to say, Alex, I don't know how how she is in the rest of the series.
She's very annoying. Yeah.
She is. She's very frustrating
around it.
They wanted to make some kind of combination of like a Lady Screech and someone to replace Lisa, I feel like, is Alex's deal.
But I don't know.
Well, and she's a theater major, so she's always performing. She's always, you can see that later, but it's just like, so she's always just up to 11, and it's just too much with Alex.
That's it. I don't know. I enjoyed watching her here, just being very silly.
And for people who don't remember the actress, Kirsten Warren, she was actually in Independence Day. She's the friend of like Vivica A. Fox or whatever, who's up on top of the building with the sign welcoming the aliens that gets blown up. That's her.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Oh, gosh, shit, what a legacy she has.
Right. Yeah. There's that. That was my other example. She was also a regular on Desperate Housewives for a bit, where she played Nora, who had a kid with Felicity Huffman's character's husband. Then she ends up getting shot by Laurie Metcalf. Desperate Housewives was weird. And also, Kirsten Warren also played a lady robot in that Robin Williams movie, Bicentennial Man.
Oh, now I got to go check it out. I've avoided it all these years.
No, Adam. Yeah, no.
I mean, Lynn Thigpen's at the end of it. That's fun to see. But so Slater gives Alex the very brief Cliff's Notes rundown of how to impress his family. Rule number 1, don't talk politics with his father. Solid advice. Number 2, laugh at all of his Uncle Caesar's jokes. And rule number 3, oh boy, when you meet Grandma Maria, remember, you're Mexican.
Oh, there's a little bit of problematic stuff in this episode, yes.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to it.
I feel like it's also probably accurate, but yes, you hear that now and you're just like, ooh, okay, fair, all right.
It works as a Slater joke.
Sure.
Yes, as a Slater joke, it works. If like someone else were to say it, no, it wouldn't.
Well, someone else is going to do something like that a bit later.
I hope not.
Yeah, on the college years, his heritage, his Latin heritage was emphasized a lot more. Like it was the focus of an entire episode once. Like they didn't really play that up like on the original series. You didn't. So here, like, it was more in the forefront.
Okay.
This was something I wanted to kind of point out, and I'm glad you did. I don't even really remember Slater ever speaking Spanish in the original. And if, again, I welcome corrections always, but I don't really remember him talking. I remember them bringing to light the military brat.
Right.
But they didn't really mention a lot of, the Hispanic pride. So it was really cool for me to hear them do this.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I probably only watched like one episode back then. But so, that was kind of fun, but yeah, a little problematic line.
Where are they in this scene? This is their common area, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Again, these are first-year college students in a co-ed suite with a shared common area that's got a kitchen and a living room. And this is where we meet the final member of our gang, Leslie, whom Zach had initially attempted to date before Kelly showed up.
This is so brief because it's the pilot episode, he's getting into Leslie. He's like, hey, let's go out and do all this stuff.
Well, there was another woman who got canned after this to make room for Kelly. So then he tried to go after Leslie, and then Kelly showed back up.
Yeah, it's so bizarre.
That's very Zach, though. Let's be honest.
It is, yes. Leslie was not interested, but everybody's friends now, so great.
Oh, cool. Stay along that west.
She's played by Anne Tremco. She is best known from this. A few months earlier, she was in the pilot episode of The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
No!
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I remember going back to watch that. And I was like, what? It's Leslie from the college years. This is crazy.
Looks like her most recent credit was on a 2003 episode of Judging Amy, and it looks like she works in tech sales now.
Oh, good for her.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Solid.
But here Leslie is spending Thanksgiving alone. Kelly had invited her to come to LA with her, but Leslie explains her family's always traveled for the holidays, so she is happy to not travel for once.
My family is always traveling on Thanksgiving, so I'm just gonna stay here and help Mike with his Feed the Kids program.
Leslie, Thanksgiving's not a big deal at your house? I thought your ancestors came over on the Mayflower.
Well, actually, some of them were at the first Thanksgiving. Did you know that we invented the 3-bean salad?
Did y'all ever spend a holiday at school instead of home?
No.
Who would do this?
I never went to college, so
Yeah, me neither.
I remember I spent one, I think it was the end of a Thanksgiving break at my college. I don't remember what the deal was, but the dorms were closed for, I guess, cleaning, but I had to go back early for some reason. So I had to stay a few nights in some other building.
Really?
In a completely empty room with just a bed. It felt like the hotel room from the movie Big.
Ooh.
It was weird. But I'm sure Leslie's arrangements are much better. She's going to stay and help Mike with his dinner for the kids.
Aw. I'm glad she stayed with you, Mike.
Yes, thanks.
Good. It's good to have a friend.
Yeah. And Leslie decides to help by making construction paper cutout turkey table settings that I don't think we even get to see later.
No, and I'm kind of pissed about that because I wanted to see it so I could recreate it for this thing.
Yeah, they got like professional looking ones that you buy at like the store.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure what happened was Mike brought them all in a box, put them near Screech in the kitchen, and he accidentally lit them all on fire, and he blamed it on Screech. That was
sure. No, that tracks.
Smart. Yep.
Yeah.
I would.
Well, and he also explains here, well, the words he uses are, these are street tough kids, not the Olsen twins. Which I mentioned because, again, this was up against Full House. Late series Full House, when Stephanie started hanging out at that show's version of the Max.
Uh-oh.
There are no innocent parties here.
Yep. She was hanging out with Gia and listening to Counting Crows and playing a piece of bass and
That's right.
break dancing or whatever. By the way, a total side note, I used to piss my now ex-wife off. This has nothing to do with why she's my ex-wife, but we would watch Full House every once in a while, and I would always say that when Stephanie was dancing, she looked like Meatwad when he would do like that weird thing. And she would be like, no, she doesn't. You're such an asshole. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's true.
How rude. Well, I'm not unseeing that. Oh, that's perfect. Well, in a bit of corporate synergy, Mike has also called NBC Sports to get some national attention to his cause. They're going to air a live halftime report from his Thanksgiving dinner with legendary sportscaster and noted monster Marv Albert.
Yeah. When I heard that, I was like, oh!
This was before his assault and battery charges.
Yeah.
But it's still like other cases where it's like, I can't look at him the same.
Oh no. No. I didn't know him by name as a kid, so I was introduced to Marv Albert via Norm Macdonald's impression of him on SNL.
Yes. That's exactly how. Yes.
Yeah, and it was only much, much later that I learned, oh, this is the guy NBA Jam is supposed to sound like.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Anyway, Mike is apparently letting Zack Slater and Screech take his truck to LA for the holiday, which is extremely generous.
I find it very bizarre that out of the three of them, these rich kids from, they did not have a car to take to college with them. Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, none of them took a car. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So before Mike hands over the keys, he lays out some ground rules. No eating or drinking in the truck, no picking up hitchhikers, and most importantly, don't let Screech drive. But Screech knows the rules of the road. He took the driver's test 11 times.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And let's remember also, only Zach and Slater have crashed cars throughout
Yes!
the lore of Saved by the Bell.
Thank you. Wouldn't that be on like their permanent record? Like, don't college? I don't know. Forget it. I don't know what college goes on. I don't know what happened.
I have no idea.
I don't fucking care.
I don't think Mike's looking that up to like loan his car out.
I'm still waiting for a copy of my permanent record. Where's all that blackmail they were holding over me all those years?
Exactly.
Well, before they leave, Mike asks Screech to help him move a pool table out of the way. They're in some student center. I don't think I mentioned that during this scene. They have arcade cabinets in here too, but I couldn't make out what they were. I think they were just fake games.
Generic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Props. By the way, why wouldn't you ask Slater to help you?
Right?
He's already out the door.
No, but like before Slater leaves, he would be the very first one. I'd be like,
Oh, yeah,
Slater, help
absolutely.
me move this pool table.
Right.
So it's kind of on him.
But no, Screech is the only one who's still here. So they go to lift the pool table on the count of 3, but only Mike lifts. And he throws out his back because Screech was waiting for a go after that 3.
Okay, I'm gonna count to 3 and then go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hup! Ow! You lifted with your back, didn't you? Why didn't you lift? I said 3. You didn't say go.
But this is where the audience, they go, oh, like they're worried. It's like, like it's supposed to be kind of a joke. And they're like worried about Mike, like threw his back out.
Right, yeah, well, you ever throw your back out? It's not fun.
Yes.
Very empathetic audience.
Yeah, 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Well, back in their room, Zach's ready to leave and calls for Screech when we hear Mike yelling out in the hallway, I said I can do it myself! Followed by Screech yelling back, well, if that's the way you want it. And then we just see Mike zoom by the doorway in a wheelchair, followed by Screech running frantically after him.
Honestly, before they cut to the scene of what we get, which is very Looney Tunes, they should have cut to the Paul Rudd clip from Mac and Men. That's what should have happened right there.
That's what it looks like. The camera even shakes when we hear that crash.
Yeah.
And the camera cuts to a set of wheelchair tire tracks on the floor that run up into a wall. And that's where we find Mike has gone face first into the side of a vending machine.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This looks funny. This is cartoony. The audience is just going, oh.
Yeah. It looks pretty gruesome for Saved by the Bell.
Hey, I'm willing to bet this is a very, like, this had to be, like, predominantly Saved by the Bell fans. Because there were times they just didn't get it. Like, no, this is, like you guys are saying, this is a sitcom. It's okay to laugh at people's, misery and pain in this situation.
I think they prove much later that they are indeed Saved by the Bell fans who really understand.
Lord, I can't wait to talk about this part.
So now, in addition to a slipped disc in his back, Mike's also got a concussion. And now Screech insists on staying to take care of him, despite Mike begging him not to.
Fuck off, Screech. Pretty much.
And that means the long car trip back home is now down to a party of 4, with Zach, Kelly, Slater, and Alex singing along with the radio playing La Bamba. A song none of them know the words to past La Bamba.
Okay, this is a Pee Wee Herman bit, isn't it? Like, I feel like, has he done that joke? I know the joke more specifically from, there was this old HBO special, maybe it was on Showtime back in the day, Stephen Banks Home Entertainment Center. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this.
Not by name.
It was a one-man show with this guy, Stephen Banks. He later went to write Cat Dog for Nickelodeon and stuff. But anyway, but he does this whole thing where he's in his house and or his apartment. He's always playing all these songs, and he does that. He is like, and he doesn't know the words. He fades out. So I was like, they're stealing it from Stephen Banks, because I was like, 8, 9 or something. But anyway, look it up.
I mean, it's an easy joke to make. And here we prove Slater only knows some Spanish.
Good point.
Well,
thankfully, they are soon out of that radio station's range. I looked on a map, and assuming California University is standing in for UC Berkeley, it's about a 6-hour drive from there to LA, mostly down I-5. Seems pretty direct, but according to Kelly, Zach's taking a shortcut.
To be fair, they didn't have GPS back then.
I guess not, but Adam, have you taken that drive at all? Is it plausible to take a less direct route?
Like I said, I took it from Orange County through LA up to UC Santa Cruz. So I didn't make it all the way up to, Berkeley to that area.
Yeah.
But it does I got confused and a little worried. And this is before GPS. I had to break out my Thomas guide multiple times just to make sure. I think I did go the wrong way once. So it is possible, even though it feels like it should be direct.
Okay. Whatever way they're taking, it's very dark here. And Zach runs over something that gets the truck stuck, and though he assures Kelly he knows exactly where they are, he uses his godlike powers to inform us, the audience,
Not a clue.
as we head to a commercial.
A little potatoes, a little gravy.
The peas are the best. They're so crispy.
The turkey is always very moist.
I'm talking only about Swanson. The Swanson turkey dinner.
It's really flaky and tender the way turkey's supposed to be.
Oh, delicious.
Reminds me of Thanksgiving.
The quality is there. I love that Swanson combination.
20,000%.
I always come back to Swanson.
It's safer than having me cook.
When you're not home cooking turkey dinner, Swanson is.
Gobble, gobble.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey there, comic book fan. We've got a few questions for you. Were you obsessed with X-Men as a kid? Did you stand in line to get a copy of The Death of Superman in the black polybag? Did you buy every Image comic, no matter how long it took to hit the shelves? Then have we got the show for you. Wizards, the podcast guide to comics, is the podcast where Adam and Michael re-examine the 90s comic book boom through the pages of Wizard magazine and explore the world of gimmick covers, massive crossover events, and find out if those 20 copies of X-Force #1 you stashed in your long box really did put your kids through college. And that's not all. We also bring you exclusive interviews with former Wizard staff members who tell behind-the-scenes stories from the guide to comics that defined a generation in our special series, The Wizard Files. And wait, there's more. You'll get mini episodes with 90s comic book reviews and more nostalgic fun. Wizards, the podcast guide to comics, is brought to you by the Retro Network every Wednesday. So subscribe today on your favorite podcast app. And remember to keep your books bagged and boarded.
Well, when we return after those messages, I don't know what shortcut Zach took, but they're well off the side of whatever road they were on, right at the edge of the woods. It's very late. Slater's trying to figure out what's wrong with the truck. Kelly has to go to the bathroom, but doesn't want to go into the dark woods by herself. And Alex doesn't want to go in there at all because it reminds her of an episode of The Twilight Zone where a woman got lost in the woods and was, quote, eaten by the goat people.
So I was, prepared to say which episode is this. And then I thought, are these real episodes?
No.
No,
Okay.
no. This is my pet peeve. Yeah, I hate it when they do that.
Yeah, okay. So I want you to insert, if we can do it, this is where that quote from Seinfeld comes in.
This is like that Twilight Zone where the guy wakes up and he's the same and everybody else is different. Which one? They were all like that.
This is kind of that situation.
Yeah.
And then it kind of gets worse because then she says something, and I'm sure you'll get to it, where it pisses me off because I'm like, oh, that's definitely not a Twilight Zone episode.
No,
Sure.
she sounds like she's talking about Tales from the Dark Side more than the Twilight Zone.
Oh, can we do Tales from the Dark Side soon?
Do they have a Christmas episode?
I'm sure they do.
I can't believe I forgot about the Grither.
Yeah, I just feel like this is something that Saved by the Bell in particular was actually pretty guilty of several times throughout the series.
Yeah.
But I cannot stand it when you reference a real show and then you reference an episode that did not take place, that never existed in the lore of that show. Like it is not, I mean, especially shows that were in reruns. Like you could know,
yeah, you could have made this a joke that people relate to instead of just being weird.
Yeah.
And Adam, to your point, there was a Full House episode where Kimmy Gibbler was like, Yeah, my parents were going to take me to WrestleMania in Pittsburgh or something like that. And I remember when the episode aired, and I was like, that's not where WrestleMania was.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm with you. It drives me insane if you use this as, like, if you use a real... Yes, I'm on your side on that. Yes.
Thank you.
Well, Zach comforts Kelly. I saw that episode. The goat people were in Kentucky, not California. Oh, okay. And at first I thought, aw, he knows how to comfort his girl. But then when she's in the woods, he goes, nah.
I'll go later.
To be fair, I would probably do the same thing to my girl. I probably would do that to her, and then she would just get pissed off at me.
Yeah.
I think it was a year or two too early, but I just imagine, like, is Jim Brewer around here? What's going on?
Wow. Yeah, that's a bit too early for Goat Boy, remember in the 80s. I loved that sketch. Oh, one of my first AOL screen names was Goat Boy and my birthday.
Did you do you remember the Captain Lowe episode where Daryl Hammond came out as Captain Lowe and he's carrying, I think it was Sherry O'Terry as Cyndi Lauper? So they just announced that Cyndi Lauper, Captain Lou, Roddy Piper figure. So now that I had to kind of make that.
It's all in your head now, yeah.
Well, and here's the thing. You can recreate it. There was a Goat Boy action figure.
There was.
Released in the day.
Yeah. They did the Butabi brothers, and I think they did Hans and Franz and Mary Kathleen Gallagher, too.
Oh, that makes sense.
I remember that line. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
Goat Boy, I feel, was like the easiest one to find at that point.
He was very popular.
Yeah, well.
Well, back at school, Mike is now bedridden, or should I say couch-ridden, in the gang's common area. Isn't he a resident advisor? Doesn't he have his own room?
Does not make sense. Once again, it's just Saved by the Bell logic. You got to roll with it.
Yeah. Leslie's waiting on him, and he tells her he can't cook Thanksgiving dinner in his condition, so she'll have to do it. Leslie doesn't know how to cook. Still, Mike assures her cooking's simple. You just have to follow the recipes and hands her a cookbook. Folks, I admittedly do less of the cooking in my house, but I can absolutely follow a recipe when I need to, even though I'll probably do it a lot more slowly because I always need to make sure I comprehend the thing. But no problem, says Leslie. She too can follow a simple recipe, but then asks Mike,
"What's a tisp?"
And I call shenanigans.
She doesn't know a teaspoon.
Yeah.
We haven't really spelled it out yet, but Leslie is the most privileged princess of an already pretty privileged gang. There is no way she did not see the Disney animated movie Sleeping Beauty, wherein they make that same tisp joke.
Did they really?
Oh yeah.
Stolen even, though. Shame on you, writers of this episode.
I haven't watched Sleeping Beauty in years, but I remember that clear as day. They're making their birthday cake.
So was it Sleeping Beauty?
It was Sleeping Beauty, yeah. It was Flora, Fauna, Merriweather are making a birthday cake for Aurora's 16th birthday, and they're reading out of a cookbook, and one of them says, "What's a tisp?" 1 teaspoon. Same joke. Anyway, Leslie exits with the cookbook, and then Screech enters with some groceries I guess Mike had him pick up. But first, he says it's time to take Mike's temperature, and he takes out a very long meat thermometer.
This is a good gag. Come on.
Yeah, because this is Screech making a joke. He knows what it's for. Mike didn't.
Well, I do just want to say, in this series, they did let Dustin Diamond's level of kookiness was tamped down.
Yeah.
And he kind of was in on the joke more often than not. He was kind of more purposefully being silly, even though he had plenty of, ditzy moments too.
That's
but
good.
I just got to say, he wanted to be cooler.
They got to show him he's a mature adult now.
Yes.
And then they ramped it back up for the new class.
Oh, man.
Meanwhile, back on the side of the road, Slater is still working on the truck, and Zach's getting impatient. He's got to sell those tickets, and he shouts into the wilderness, "Any of you goat people like football?" This is when Kelly gets nostalgic about another time she and Zach ran out of gas somewhere.
This reminds me of the time that you and I went for a drive and ran out of gas up on Mulholland.
Oh, yeah. Remember how cold it got?
I remember how warm it got.
A conversation that ends with the trademark studio audience. Woo!
They got that right at least.
Yeah. This is when I was right. This wasn't even the worst part of it. We'll get to the worst parts, but oh my gosh, I'm just getting. Anytime I hear that wooing, I want to throw my TV straight out the window.
Well, and they missed one later, which annoyed me. But here's when Slater discovers the trunk's oil pump is dead, and that hit home with me. I used to take my old car to get the oil changed at this one particular place, but one time somebody forgot to put the filter cap back on, and for days, I'm slowly leaking oil, had no idea this was happening until finally it ran out and the engine stalled.
Oh, shit.
Yup. Thankfully, I wasn't on a main road and I had plenty of room to pull over safely. Everything got sorted out. The place I went to took care of replacing the engine, and everything's fine, but that was not a fun day.
No, I can imagine, yeah.
But at least I wasn't next to the woods in the middle of the night.
That you know.
Right? It was getting late, but it wasn't that late. They almost get help from someone passing by, but Alex scares them off by pointing her lipstick at them and shouting,
"Beat it, Conehead! I have a gun!"
What? And here, that reminded Alex of another Twilight Zone episode involving pod people that doesn't exist.
Nope.
The movie Seed People from Full Moon Entertainment just came out around this time, so maybe she was confusing it, but she also says that William Shatner was in this episode, and that's where I'm like, oh, okay, no, that didn't happen at all.
No.
So this chick's just pissing me off.
Well, she pisses off Zach too.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
I can't believe you. How stupid can you get?
Hey, that's my girlfriend.
I don't care. That was really stupid.
I know, but she's still my girlfriend.
Okay, so if you're in this moment and I'm Zach, I would have been like, dude, you fucking downgraded so badly.
Oh, well.
If Jesse, I would have, and this would have been a perfect line for them to make a comment about Jesse. This really would have, or at least a reference or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, no. Oh, gosh. Yeah.
I'm going to stand up a little bit for Alex, though, if I'm in Slater's position, instead of just be like, I know, but give her a break. She just saved them from pod people, and this is the thanks she gets.
Oh, okay. You know what? You got a good point. And you know, most of the people in those like pod movies and like even Invasion of the Body Snatchers, a lot of them drive pickup trucks.
That's what scared her off. She said, that guy drove a Chevy.
Yeah. Okay. So you know what, Mike, you have changed my mind.
See, okay. I did it.
I'm on. Yes.
Beautiful. All right. Justice for Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Who tells Slater if he thinks she's stupid, she'd rather spend Thanksgiving out here with the pod people than with his family. Then she starts running down the road yelling,
"Pod people, come back!"
This is turning like into Married with Children territory, I feel like.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. Well, now it's the morning of Thanksgiving. The student center's all decked out for the big dinner, table settings and all. Screech wheels in Mike, and Leslie apologizes for ruining the potatoes, saying she must have added too many tisps of something. But Mike tells her not to worry about it, at least they still have the turkeys. Then turns to Screech to make sure.
You did confirm the turkeys, right?
Hey, you're talking to Screech Powers.
You did confirm the turkeys, right?
Well, Mike's expecting the kids to show up any time, but when the door opens, in stumble Slater, Alex, Kelly, and Zach, clearly exhausted. They tell Mike about the truck, and they got towed back that morning. And all the garages that could fix the truck are closed for the holiday. An annoyed Zach mentions he's been trying to book a flight home over the phone, but no luck so far. And this sets off Kelly.
You know, Zach, we all want to be home for Thanksgiving. I mean, all you ever think about is yourself.
That's not true.
And I love this. It's very subtle. But Zach insists that's not true. He pulls out a chair at the end of the table, and it looks like he's going to let Kelly sit, you know, like a gentleman. But then he sits in the chair by himself.
Sure.
Yep.
Well, next, a delivery guy arrives with the turkeys, and they're all frozen.
Very deceptive packaging on these turkeys. There is a turkey with the heat vapors coming off it on the box, and they're delivering frozen turkeys. Come on.
Right. Mike did order cooked turkeys, but Screech decided to be helpful and save him $47.95.
Which, you know, you got to think in like 1993. I mean, okay, this is a situation where I'm like, God, Screech is such a fucking annoyance. But then you're just like, he was just trying to help. You know, okay.
Right. He's like, you know what you can do with that money? And Mike replies, yes, I can hire a hitman to kill you.
What hitman can you hire for $47?
That's what I was going to ask.
You probably hire Screech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how much a hitman service is run these days or in 1993, but that seems low.
That's at least like what? Good $50,000?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, no, I don't know either. But I don't know.
I promise, I don't know how much it costs to hire someone to kill a dude.
Right, as he touches his dad.
Yeah,
$50,000 up front, $50,000 after.
But I was just trying to think who in the Saved by the Bell canon could actually be a hitman. I was thinking Jesse's stepbrother Eric, but he'd probably charge a lot more than that.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, no, he's not doing it for 50 or under 50. I want to note, I looked up the actor playing the delivery guy.
The turkeys for Mike Rogers? Oh, great.
His name is J. Curtis Swanson, and he only has 2 credits on IMDb. This and an episode of Melrose Place that was also a Thanksgiving episode that aired the day after this.
What?
His name is Swanson. It all fits.
I didn't even know that.
gosh.
Oh, good job. But this man's entire television career lasted 2 days.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. We have officially reached the moment where we found a brand new Thanksgiving icon. With all due respect to Fred Travalena, we have done it. We have found someone. A new king has arrived.
Oh, yes, we're going to have to come back to that some other year.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Now these guys are stuck with a bunch of frozen turkeys right as all the kids come in, and that leads us into another commercial break as Mike and everyone else grimaces.
Hey, thanks for what you're doing here, Mike. And boy, are we hungry.
And when we come back, the gang's in the kitchen trying to figure out what to do about dinner. And this kitchen's a mess. Looks like there's flour dumped out over the counter. One frozen turkey is just sitting on the counter there, and there's another half dozen potatoes sitting on another table. There were more potatoes. Leslie could have given it another shot this whole time. To her credit, she and Kelly look like they're at least trying to prepare something in the background. Zach is just standing, staring at this frozen turkey, shaking his head in disbelief with his arms folded.
Oh, Screech, sure an asshole.
Like, do something. Screech is at least trying to help. He attempts to thaw the turkey with a hairdryer.
It's like that. Is it the Pac-Man episode where everyone else is doing all the work and like Santa's just like moping around? He's like, oh, I'll never get old.
Yes, it was. It was that. Yeah.
Okay.
This also reminded me of the Christmas episode of Saved by the Bell when Screech spills water on himself and he's in the bathroom trying to dry himself with the blow dryer.
He loves that blow dryer, man.
Yeah.
That blow dryer is a Saved by the Bell artifact. So we're already seeing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, Screech. You know, pretty soon you can open up your own chain of turkey salons.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. I think I'll call it Super Clucks.
Oh, I gotta say about this. I always give kudos to Dustin Diamond for his physical comedy. He's always fighting what we call business. You do business.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And he is actually styling the turkey's non-existent hair like he's running a turkey salon. He's taking the fork out and he's like parting it, and he's licking his fingers, and he's like, you know, it's awesome.
This whole scene, he does it in the background. If you notice, like Screech is still, he has the blow dryer the entire time. You can hear this blow dryer going off as everyone else is doing stuff. Like, amazing background actor. So Mike sends Zach back out to any store that happens to be open to buy anything edible. And before he leaves, Zach tells Mike if anyone calls asking for Dr. Zach Morris, tell them to hold the plane, and he'll be there as soon as he picks up the kidney. Okay, yeah, fine, identity fraud, Zach Morris. But why is Zach Morris asking someone else to answer calls for him?
Why would
Don't you kind of famously own a cell phone?
Oh.
Wow, it didn't make it to the college years. I never paid attention to that.
Isn't it such a well-known fact that Wikipedia redirects the search term Zach Morris phone to the Motorola Dine Attack?
Wow. This is mind-blowing to me, actually, because now I want to go rewatch the series and see if it ever shows up.
Yeah, I don't know, but as he leaves, Slater enters to report the kids are kind of getting restless and are talking about stripping the dean's car. Mike asks if anyone can go and keep them entertained, and Alex happily volunteers.
Can I keep them entertained? You are talking to a trained professional with 3 years of children's theater.
This should go well. But before that, Kelly and Leslie are working with what they got. Leslie, who's already very apologetic and feels like she screwed up the entire dinner, begins chopping onions as Kelly gets nostalgic about helping her mom cook on Thanksgiving morning. So it's a little hard to tell where the tears she starts crying because of the onions stop and where the tears because of the stories start.
I can remember waking up on Thanksgiving morning and helping my mom cook. Just the smell of the food filled the whole house. Made you feel all warm and loved and...
I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. It's your memory.
Okay, this is another one of my pet peeves in that when you cut onions, yes, they make your eyes tear up.
They do.
But they don't make you emotional.
No.
Most people, you cut onions in a cartoon or whatever, the joke is always, I'm crying, like, my world is ending. I'm so sad. It's like, no, your eyes are just watering.
No, it's just you need eye drops.
Yeah.
By the way, the best example of that ever was Rocco's Modern Life, where he was playing with this onion.
Yes. So Kelly takes over chopping the onions and has Leslie peel the potatoes, and here she is trying to peel them with her fingernail. Before Kelly shouts, "Use a peeler!" Man, she doesn't know.
Yeah.
Leslie just got finished telling her about how most of her Thanksgivings involved her family ordering room service. Why would she know a potato peeler is even a thing?
Also, Kelly's a little intense with passing it to her. That's getting right near her face with that potato peeler.
Yeah,
she's passing it very high.
So here's my question. I need a reference check on Leslie. What was her? Because Mike, you kind of alluded to like she's very spoiled and all that. What was her family's backstory?
They were like alumni and like benefactors of the college itself.
Okay.
So they're like royalty at the college.
Oh,
That
okay.
was kind of
So
the
that's
thing.
why she's there.
Okay. This is her suite then. That explains a lot.
Oh,
you know what? That might be true now that I think about it. Yeah.
Okay. No, she just mentions that they traveled a lot during the holidays, so they were never at home.
Oh, that's right. She did say that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, yeah,
That's
no,
it.
this is all clicking together now that I know that.
But like, what were they traveling for?
Rich people stuff.
Rich people stuff.
okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I wouldn't know.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah. Meanwhile, out in the dining room, Alex's attempt to entertain the kids waiting to eat is to lead a game of Simon Says. Okay, first off, Slater warns her against it, claiming these kids are probably a little too old for this game, and I disagree. You are never too old for Simon Says.
Dennis Rodman wasn't.
No, you ever watch one of those professional Simon Says callers who were like super fast about it?
No.
I remember one on an episode of Wild and Crazy Kids, and I was fascinated by that guy. It was my favorite episode of that show.
Wait, what was this?
You know the Nickelodeon show Wild and Crazy Kids?
Oh, of course.
They had one episode where they got this like professional Simon Says caller out, and it was like a whole big circle of maybe 50 kids or so, and he was like a John Machida fast talker type.
Oh, fuck.
So he would get people out really quickly. And it was hilarious, and I was just like, this is amazing.
Okay, can we step back for a second?
Yeah.
What do you mean a professional Simon Says, I want this job?
Right, like there are people who exist. You see them at like basketball halftime games now, where like these guys will play Simon Says, and they're fast talkers, and so they trick people. Like, they'll do, like, groups of, like, 50 or 100 people. Simon says, put your hands up. Simon says, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Oh, you're out, you're out, you're out, you're out. It's like that. And I don't know, it fascinates me.
They've got the gifts of an auctioneer, but they're applying it to Simon Says.
Yes, it's a lot like an auctioneer. Yeah.
Wow.
But one of the kids tells Alex,
Simon Says, hands on hips.
Simon Says, get a life, lady.
Oh.
Did you recognize this kid?
Is he from the Mighty Ducks?
No, you're close.
What's he from?
He's from The Sandlot. It's Yeah from The Sandlot.
Yes!
This is Marty York, who is recently seen in an episode of Abbott Elementary when they're at the DMV, and this dude is stacked now. This dude is buffer now than Mario Lopez was in his prime.
Atta boy. Go kick some ass. Yeah, so he had a big year. Well, I don't know how big it was, but...
Yeah, no, this was the same year as The Sandlot.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. And that would make sense why he got the speaking role. Okay.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Anyway, Alex tells this kid, you think you're so tough. Well, I'll tell you about tough. In my church theater group, I auditioned for the role of Annie 6 times, and I never got it, and I was good. And then she starts belting out Tomorrow badly.
The sun will come out.
This is, I think, the 3rd time the song Tomorrow has come up on the Advent Calendar House. I don't think I ever expected it once.
Well, this isn't the last time it comes up in the episode.
Nope, she's going to sing it again. Anyway, Slater finally tells the kid, Simon Says, go play video games. Why wasn't that your first option? You have a whole row of arcade machines behind you. Let him play.
Yeah.
So Slater comforts Alex here, who thanks him for saving her because she was really dying out there. And now he's wizened up after basically calling her stupid the night before. This time he tells Alex she did great, and when she comes home with him for Christmas, his family's gonna love her. And Alex says, kiss me, and little Yeah interrupts, go for it, dude. Slater tells him, Simon Says, shut up, kid, before complying with that kiss without a single woo from the audience.
No.
Rude.
Why? If this were a year before, my speakers would have been blown out.
Well, two things. I mean, think about it. Like, number one, like, yeah, people know that the chemistry is not there. But also, he just got a zinger in on that kid. Mario Lopez killed it with the timing on that joke. Simon Says, shut up, kid.
Yeah, they were too busy laughing.
They don't know to laugh or to woo, like they're caught in the middle.
Yeah, and then they cut too quickly back to the kitchen, where an increasingly worried Mike asks Kelly and Leslie to tell him some good news, and in perfect unison, they reply,
Screech left.
That is good news.
I kind of like that because they kind of shared a look at each other, and I thought, like, okay, that was kind of fun.
Yeah, that was a good one. Kelly adds the hairdryer somehow broke, so Screech took the turkeys to the gym for a sauna, and that's how everyone who used that sauna thereafter contracted salmonella.
Yep.
And then, oh boy, Zach returns with a small box of whatever he could find because... I will not be putting the clip in here.
Yeah,
but
thank you.
He says the only store open on Thanksgiving was 7-Eleven, but he says 7-Eleven in a mocking Indian accent.
Yes. If everybody's harassing Hank Azaria, Mark Paul Gosselaar is now on the list. That's all I'm saying.
At least Hank Azaria was doing a character. Apu was a fleshed out character.
Yeah.
Who had pathos. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, this is Zach just mocking people who work at 7-Eleven.
First off, I'm getting, what is it? Running Zach?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Like, it's notorious. And I know everyone's going to be like, Zach Morris is trash. But, by the way, Mike, you were great as a co-host on Zach's Receiver.
Yeah, my good personal friend, Mark Paul Gosselaar.
Your twin Driscoll.
Sure.
Yeah, but I know it's like always going to come up. He's trash, blah, blah, blah. But he is notoriously just insensitive. And like, I kind of flash back to the, you're in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
Again, it wasn't funny when he was doing the voice. I don't even think I would have laughed even then. And I was like 10, and not as wise as I am now. I don't think I would have laughed. I don't even. Yeah,
No,
I don't
it was
know
dumb. It was dumb.
Yeah, it was stupid.
But he does it twice.
He does it twice
once,
here.
Twice,
and
yeah.
he brings it back like, this is a great bit. Yeah, you guys love it when I do this voice. And it's just like, oh, Zach, oh.
And I know Mark Paul has said when he finally started rewatching the show, he hates watching himself as Zach Morris.
Mhm.
He really hates the character as a person for moments like this. And speaking of Zach Morris being trash, his first question is, did the airline call? Not yet, Dr. Morris. But what he did manage to get was turkey spam, tater tots, and ocean spray cranberry juice. Which, you know what, considering his options, is as good as he's going to get.
Yeah. And to be fair, if that were Screech that had done that, oh gosh, we would have never heard the end of it.
No, we wouldn't have. Yeah.
No. So, and all of a sudden, but when he started listing off the things he got, I was like, your heart was in the right place. I don't think you did that bad.
Yeah, you can just lead with, hey, we had trouble with the turkeys. Here comes Screech back with the turkeys from the sauna. They're still frozen, but his skin feels great.
Good for him.
And he announces there's a camera crew outside. Oh no, Marv Albert's here.
Sure.
Oh no, indeed.
Yeah. Oh no, Marv Albert's here is just what you say when Marv Albert's here.
Oh. Like.
But when Screech comes back in, I don't know if you guys noticed, but he has one extra button unbuttoned on his
Yes, I
shirt.
noticed that. He's glistening.
Yes.
So he was real. So method acting. Okay.
Oh yeah. He was enjoying that sauna.
He's about continuity here. All right.
Yes.
I appreciate that. All right.
He's the MVP, of the
He
series
really is.
for a reason. Ultimately,
well,
not historically behind the scenes, but on camera, Dustin Diamond definitely delivered.
Oh yeah, no. An unsung hero as far as his
Yeah.
acting skills go. So Mike has to go keep Marv Albert busy while the gang tries to do what they can with what they've got. And we cut to the dining room where the Marv Albert is indeed here in his NBC Sports blazer, watching Alex sing and tap dance to Tomorrow.
You're only a
That was very good, but I just broadcast the games. I have no control over who sings the national anthem.
no. By the way, no applause for him either. By the way,
Nope. No recognition from the audience for Marv.
I didn't know who he was. Nobody knows who Marv Albert is in 1993 unless you're watching the game.
or our parents would probably have known, but
Maybe.
we weren't gonna know.
No, not at all. Not the target audience.
Mm-mm.
Marv asks Mike what happened to him. He's still in this wheelchair and explains he hurt his back on a pool table. And Marv tells him he'll ask him about the Feed the Kids program, and then they'll get a shot of the turkey. And Mike tries to discourage that last part, saying, people have seen turkeys before. We don't have to do that.
Right.
We should talk about football instead. How about them Cowboys? Boo. Fine, to be fair, this was the era of the Cowboys. This was the year they won their second of 3 Super Bowls in the 90s.
Oh, that's right. Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
no, they were actually good around this time.
Oh, God. That should tell you guys something.
So they go live. Marv talks about the program, and then the gang march out with serving platters as Screech proudly proclaims, "Dinner is served." Mike tries to correct him, no, it isn't, but too late. Marv takes it upon himself to go over to the covered silver platter and lift the lid on what he thinks is a plump, juicy turkey, but instead is a pile of turkey jerky. Just a tiny pyramid of Slim Jims.
And look, I love Slim Jims, so me, I'd be like, okay, I'm here for this.
My wife asks for turkey jerky in her Christmas stocking every year.
Wow.
Okay.
She's a fan.
I like it. I think turkey jerky's great. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not. Oh, this is going to sound terrible. I think deer jerky is great. I think buffalo jerky is really good too.
That sounds amazing, actually.
You can get it at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's really good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now Mike is left to awkwardly explain what happened, and I'll let him do that on his own.
Mark, let me explain. See, Leslie made these green potatoes, and then the oil pump went out of my truck, and then this nut puts turkeys in a sauna.
And congrats, Mike. You got Marv Albert to think you're nuts as he tries to throw it back to the booth to get ready for an exciting second half, with the score currently Dallas 67, Detroit 3. That didn't happen.
No.
Remember, this is airing before Thanksgiving in 1993 from our perspective, so these games didn't happen yet. But when they did, Dallas and Detroit were actually both hosting other teams, and they both lost.
This would have been a good episode to air that night on NBC because I
mean, it's already a Tuesday show, so
right,
it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And Seinfeld was on at that time too, so that. Oh gosh, can you imagine Seinfeld and Saved by the Bell at the same? Oh,
no, neither could they.
No. Larry David would have left a lot sooner if he found out they were being followed by Saved by the... Are you kidding me? He'd rather have pro wrestling follow it. So,
but before Marv can toss it back, Zach gets on the microphone and asks if anybody has extra plane ticket to L.A. before realizing what he's doing and nervously adds, hi, Mom. We fade to a little bit later as Screech is happily snapping into that plate of Slim Jims.
Mm-hmm. Attaboy.
Mike apologizes to everyone. Meanwhile, Zach's in a better mood. He's on the phone with an airline, and he's finally managed to snag a seat.
Oh, my gosh.
He takes the call from a payphone. Where is your phone, Zach Morris? But enough about Zach's missing phone. We have a surprise visitor. It's Jonathan Brandis carrying a fully cooked turkey with all the trimmings.
Okay, like I said, I did not understand what was coming as I was watching this episode. And when he walks in, like, it takes a minute for the audience to realize who he is also. And I shouted out what Kelly shouts out. And I was just like, what? And I couldn't believe it. And then she just was echoing me. And I was just like, what? This is crazy.
Yeah, this is Jonathan Brandis as himself.
Yep.
And Kelly's starstruck. She waves her hands like she's got the vapors.
Oh my God, it's Jonathan Brandis from Sequest! Excuse me, Mr. Brandis, what are you doing above water?
Well, I was watching the game and I saw what happened.
And he came to donate this turkey for Mike's dinner.
He's the coolest guy.
So he was just like 10 minutes away?
I don't know. Yeah, Bay Area. Who knows?
Maybe he was shooting ladybugs nearby.
Maybe. Did you guys watch Sequest? I did not watch Sequest.
Adam?
So, yes, I watched Sequest. In fact, my first podcast I ever hosted was called Sequel Quest, and the original logo was based on
Based on the Sequest. Oh, I forgot that the original logo. You're right. Whoa.
Nobody got it. Nobody remembered Sequest, so we changed it very quickly after.
I got it. I just never said anything. I thought it was obvious. Oh, man. Okay. But besides Sequest and the cover of every teen magazine of all time, what do we know Jonathan Brandis best from?
Stepfather 2.
Sidekicks.
It's Sidekicks for me.
Yeah,
no, really, for me, it's It. It's the It miniseries.
Okay, yeah.
I love him from that. And Neverending Story Part 2.
That's what I was going to say. The Neverending Story 2 as Bastion, a movie I remember not liking much as a kid. It was one of the first movies I remember reacting like, what is this?
Yeah, I didn't like it because the first movie ended, and I was like, that's not Neverending. This movie should be like 5 hours. I don't want to see it.
This is false advertising, right?
And I don't want to see the sequel. But yes, I was upset as a kid. Very, very unjustifiably, but I was still upset. And actually, I don't think it's unjustifiable.
No.
You know, fuck that horse.
I remember the trailers for the Neverending Story 2 showing every other character from the Neverending Story 1 except for Bastion, which is like, don't show that it's a different actor.
So wait, Bastion is the main kid in these movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's supposed to be the same kid.
Yeah, he was recast. It's the kid. They look nothing alike. The other
Not
kid
even
is the
close.
kid from Frankenweenie.
He was the one from Free Willy, right? Jason James Richter?
No, different guy. No.
Wait, are you serious?
He's just like a little brunette kid with kind of a bowl cut.
Yeah.
How many of these just blatantly lying movies have they made?
There were 3, I think.
Ew.
And they all had 3 different main leads. But anyway, and I didn't think I was ever going to talk about Jonathan Brandis on this podcast to begin with, but looking through his filmography, he was apparently in the title role of a 1994 TV movie I need to watch called Good King Wenceslas.
Oh.
I have to look for this now.
It's made for TV. Does it say what? It had to be NBC, right?
I think it might have been ABC.
Oh.
Hold on.
I am aghast.
Now I have to look.
By the way, anybody listening, this is not my fault.
We were both wrong. The Family Channel.
What? Mike, calling it right now. Mark me down. Done. 1994 Family Channel? Yes. I know.
Oh, yes.
Is it a period piece?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, because it's this medieval king. Good King Wenceslas.
No, I know. Never mind.
Okay. It's got swords. I'm in.
That's for Rob Graham. That's not for me.
Okay. But since this is an NBC show, he's Jonathan Brandis from Sequest, which was a hot new show at the time. And he is followed by another special guest star who's come to donate a turkey. It's Marshall Warfield from Night Court.
Marshall Warfield.
It's Marshall Warfield.
Don't feel bad, Mike. First turkey I ever cooked was a disaster. I burned it to a crisp. Told everybody it was Cajun, they ate it anyway.
If only they had the theme song following her in, it would have been
that would have been great. And Kelly screams louder about her than she did about Jonathan Brandis.
Marshall Warfield, which, by the way, wasn't Night Court over with?
Yes. Yup.
So what show was she on?
She was on, where is it? She was on Empty Nest at this point.
But that was CBS, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. So they couldn't say it's Marshall Warfield from Empty Nest. Kelly just says, it's Marshall Warfield. And you know what? If we're to believe that Kelly Kapowski knows actress Marshall Warfield by her real name and not, hey, it's Bailiff Roz from Night Court, then yes, she would be this excited about seeing her.
Let's be honest. Marshall Warfield walks into a room, everybody's intimidated, so you're damn right you're cheering.
Oh, yeah.
Also, like the most amazing human being in the world, I think. I don't know about her personal life. But Marshall Warfield, and it's like when I call you, whenever I talk about you, Mike, I always say Mike Westfall. You call her Marshall Warfield.
It's the MW.
Oh my gosh, yes, Mike Westfall, Marshall Warfield.
See, yeah.
Can we get her on the show?
Yeah, she's not busy.
No.
Well, yeah, I got to say, I loved her on the Night Court, sequel series. When seeing her back with John Larroquette, they were a great team again. That was very, very nostalgic. I loved it.
Very nice.
Can I tell you real quick, and I won't turn this into a thing, but my exposure to Marshall Warfield as a kid was when Keaton Ivory Wade would play her on Living Color.
Oh, no.
And then I found out who she was, and I was like, that's a very ballsy thing to do.
But wait, there's more.
Oh my God.
Jenna Von Oy enters with a couple of pumpkin pies. Now there's someone whose name Kelly doesn't know.
Okay, I'm freaking out. It's 6 from Blossom.
No, it's not. It's just one person from Blossom, Jenna Von Oy.
I was on my way to a Thanksgiving dinner, and I thought you guys could use these pies more.
It's Jenna Von Oy. He knew her.
Even Screech knows her name. I knew her name because I had a bit of a crush on 6.
Oh, so did I. Yeah, absolutely. So they mentioned I almost said sequel cast, Adam. They mentioned Sequest. They mentioned Blossom. Notice how the ones they don't mention,
not on the network,
are not NBC shows that are currently on the air. They know what they're doing.
Because we're not even done.
No, we're not. Mike is touched by everyone's kindness, and so is Leslie, who comments, I wonder who's going to walk in next. Tom Cruise? Well, it's not Tom Cruise, but he gets the biggest pop of the bunch from the studio audience. And for good reason. It's Mr. Belding.
Mr. Belding. What are you doing here?
Hey, what is going on here?
Listen, whatever it was, I didn't do it.
Relax, Zach. I was visiting my mom in San Francisco and I saw that my kids had nothing to eat for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that was amazing. Wow.
Incredible.
Notably absent from the Christmas special we talked about, so I'm very happy to see him here.
Mm-hmm.
He explains he's visiting his mom in San Francisco when he saw on TV that his kids had nothing to eat for Thanksgiving, and he just wanted to say, from the bottom of his heart,
Whoa! Is that Six from Blossom?
That was a little disturbing. I was like, Mr. Belding a little too excited to see Six from Blossom.
Belding is already like in cartoon character new class mode.
Yeah.
Runs over and asks her to sign her name in his mashed potatoes, and she does. Jenna Von Oy picks up a pen and sticks it right in there.
Disgusting. But she's a good sport.
Absolutely. She might be the best sport here.
Yeah.
As we cut back over to Mike, who thanks all of these last-minute saviors of his dinner. And then Kelly stands up because she has something to say, too. We get a very heartwarming speech from her.
I thought the only way to celebrate Thanksgiving was with your family. But I guess it doesn't matter who you're with or what you're eating. We should be thankful for what we have. Our health, our friendship, and our love.
That's great to say in front of children who don't really have a lot or are at risk.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to say we should be thankful for what we have, our health.
Yeah, I guess.
Turns to Zach when she says, and our love. That was sweet. Leslie adds, I guess you can find family anywhere you go. And they all raise their glasses right as one final celebrity guest walks in with the cranberry sauce.
Yup.
It's Brian Austin Green.
Am I too late? I've got the cranberry sauce.
But they don't identify what he's from.
No, they don't. Nope.
Was this around the time that he was dating Tiffany in real life?
It might have been. I don't know, because it's only a couple years until she jumps ship and joins the 90210 cast.
Yeah, literally the next year. So when the college years ends, that's when she joins, say, 90210 in 94.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then here's the other connection, though, to Saved by the Bell, that Brian Austin Green was in the original pilot for Good Morning, Miss Bliss. He played the Zach Morris character.
Oh, you're right. Wow. Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Huh.
So Tiffany and Brian started dating in early 92. They were introduced by David Faustino.
Huh.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
It says that they were both the mutual friend David Faustino, which makes sense because she was on Married with Children, too.
Yeah. She had an episode.
Okay. This is all documented in Kid 90.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So we have all these celebrity guest stars who were advertised in the promo of this episode. I found a promo of it on YouTube.
Ooh.
This was event television, and they all show up in the last 4 minutes of this episode.
That's so NBC, though.
Yeah.
I can't remember if this is around the time Brandon had left, but this has Brandon Tartikoff written all over it. So
Yeah.
I'm willing to guess that he had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just too good. I shouldn't say it's too good, but it's like too 80s NBC, early 90s NBC to classic porn.
It's fine, but they're here to save a very important Thanksgiving dinner, so I'm glad they're all here.
Yeah. Of all networks.
That's right.
Yeah.
And with the addition of Brian Austin Green, Kelly says she might faint, but before she does, Zach asks to talk to her in the other room. Oh, that's right. I forgot he got a phone call earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And indeed, he did get a plane ticket, but not for himself. It's for Kelly.
Why don't you have the ticket?
Really? How much?
Free, Kelly. I'm having a Thanksgiving moment here. Go with it.
He adds he thought about what she said earlier about only thinking about himself, and he realized how important being with her family on Thanksgiving was to her, and seeing Kelly happy is important to him, even more than money.
Mm-hmm.
In his trashy Zach Morris way, he nails it. I think this is when he knows right here that this is his future wife.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how the college years ends. They get married in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they are still married in the Revival series, so he really did mean it.
Yes.
And this kiss does get a woo!
This audience is just, I don't, maybe they were like there for like 20 hours, like filming this, and they were all just really
just whatever gets us out of here at this point, because it's not quite Brian Austin Green level woo.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to imagine they were there all that time waiting for one of the celebrities, and they're like, wait, we got Brandis, we got Warfield, we got Vanoy. Oh, I see Green coming up, and they're like, where is Haskins? Haskins, what's going on? He was the holdout. He put his fee up for his appearance or something.
By the way, he did this before Mr. Feeney showed up in college.
Oh, yeah. But Zach breaks the fourth wall one last time to wish us a happy Thanksgiving, and that is it. Almost. We do get a fun blooper reel during the credits when Screech drops the frozen turkey and Zach picks it up, cradling it and sobbing, "You killed the turkey!" before Dustin and Tiffany give it CPR compressions.
Give it mouth to mouth!
This again, just giving him his props for just like acting in the moment, ready to go. But Mark Paul upset me because Dustin is doing, chest compressions, and then he's doing mouth to mouth. And then Mark comes back in and he goes, "Give it mouth to mouth." Like
he's not paying attention. No.
No, of course not.
I was like, you are already the star of the show. You get all the girls, you get the woos, you get everything. You cannot steal Dustin's humor. Like you cannot take his joke. That's all he has.
And Dustin doesn't let him. He grabs another prop and goes clear. So he's on this.
He is.
It was a good button on this episode.
That was.
Any final thoughts on this Thanksgiving episode or the college years in general?
I will say for me, I mean, again, because I feel like I've watched every other episode and somehow skipped over this. Like as a series, it is a little uneven, but it is interesting. I still enjoy it. I really love Bob Golick. I don't know what it is about him, but he cracks me up. So I love his addition to the chemistry that he brings. But this episode in particular was just like this little present. So it was like just like look at all these celebrities of the day just showing up. Brandon Tartikoff gave him a call, and they made it down to the studio for Thanksgiving. Like that was just amazing to me. So this is now like one of my favorites of the series. It's just so fun, so silly.
Okay. So before I kind of said I would never put this in like my marathon, I'm lying. I would.
Of course you are.
Of course, because we didn't really get a traditional Thanksgiving episode with the original series.
No, we didn't.
I didn't really stay tuned for the new class, so I don't really know.
I don't care about them.
I'm almost certain we didn't get one for Miss Bliss. So this is really the only Saved by the Bell Thanksgiving episode. And I would totally put it on in the background while I'm like making mashed potatoes. I'm so full of shit when I say I hated this episode. I did, because this is kind of the nonsense that we live for and that we just crave, like a nice Thanksgiving turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Like a nice video of Fred Trevelyan as the Joker. This is what we want on our Thanksgiving day. We want nonsense, silliness, stupid celebrity cameos that, let's be honest, if this were Full House, we would be doing a different story. But because it was like NBC and this is Saved by the Bell, you look past it.
Oh, yeah.
This episode, I would not probably go and check out the rest of the college years myself. But like I said, this would totally be on my Thanksgiving playlist. And I'm just full of shit. Everything I've said in this entire episode has been a lot. I will say it goes by fast, too.
Yeah. It was, yeah. It was a tight episode.
It was. There wasn't any wasted time in this episode. There really wasn't.
No, and I appreciate that. And I know that jerks like me who didn't watch this the first time around are part of the reason the college years ended up being a college year.
Way to go, Mike.
Yeah.
And Chad, to be fair.
I'm not sure whether I'd want to see 3 more seasons of this, but I'll take it over the new class every time.
Well,
every time.
I know. I'm with you, and there's one person that probably wouldn't have agreed with you on that, but that's okay. I don't think I'll ever get into the new class. And at this point in my life, I don't think I have the time and capacity and energy to kind of go back and revisit it.
There's so much.
It lasted forever. It went on for like 7 seasons. I'm like, no, it's too long. This was a pretty good Thanksgiving episode, though, I think. It had a good message. We got a silly kitchen shenanigans. We got fun celebrity guest stars. And thank you for being my celebrity guest stars for this episode. I think we did Will proud.
Absolutely.
We did.
And I do want to point out, if you were wondering what were William Bruce West's thoughts on all of this, you can go to our Saved by the Summer series.
Yes.
From Remember That Show, where we covered every incarnation of Saved by the Bell. We talked all about the college years there, but we talked about the entirety of the Bayside saga. So you can definitely check that out.
Absolutely. Well, if people want to ask you to autograph their mashed potatoes, where should they look for you on the internet? Chad.
First off, do not come to my house on Thanksgiving. I will. There will be so much hell if you dare come over.
I'm not answering the door.
Sign your potatoes. No, this is the one day I look forward to the most. You know what? Go to westweekever.com. I mean, it just feels appropriate. Go to westweekever.com. Go listen to Remember That Show and just enjoy it.
Adam.
Well, you can find me and many hours also of William Bruce West at wizardscomics.com, where we have we have so many episodes. We're getting up to 400 episodes of the podcast where we cover every issue of Wizard Magazine.
Yeah.
It has been a fun exploration at this point. We are totally bingeable in that way. But you can find us, on your favorite podcast app. Just search Wizards, the podcast guide to comics. We're at Wizards Comics on all the socials. Just a lot of fun and excitement there. Lots of nostalgia, lots of fun to be had. So I would definitely point you in that direction.
Unless you're Claiborne Moore and Digger Mesh. Otherwise, Adam said all those horrible things about you.
Yes, I should say, if comics weren't your thing, but action figures were, we have Toy Fairs, the podcast. That is what Chad is referencing. He was recently a guest on our Patreon exclusive podcast at patreon.com/Wizard Comics.
Nice.
I was not very nice. I was not very nice.
Oh, please check out all of those things. My guests are linked, as always, in the show notes of this episode. And to follow me, head to adventcalendar.house, and you can figure it out from there. Next episode, I'm going to wrap up Christmas in July by somehow learning some new things I didn't know about Santa. You think you know a guy. Until then, for Chad and Adam, from the side of some state road that's absolutely not a shortcut to anywhere except maybe the land of the pod people, this is Mike Westfall wishing you a happy Thanksgiving in July. Don't thaw your turkeys with a hairdryer, and mind that icy patch. Gobble gobble, y'all.
Meow.
This has been a presentation of the Retro Network.
Take it away, Will.
The reimagining does so many things wrong. We can't acknowledge it. The biggest sin being Buster and Babs as siblings.
Yeah. Hate that.
Ew. What?
They are yes relations.
Yeah.
They killed the main joke.
Montana Max needs a love interest. Throw Elmira in there. They're both humans. Who knows?
They got that call from PETA. And they were like, have her drop the cats.
Yeah, she doesn't bother any of the animals here at all. It's all Monty.
It's kind of in the vein of like early Simpsons, though, where it's like nobody beat up on Fox more than Fox shows.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So it was like, that was definitely the era, too, where it's like you're biting the hand that feeds you, but that shows you're edgy. Like, basically, every Fox sitcom was the Stone Cold Steve Austin of Fox. Like, they hated their boss, they poured beer on him, but he kept paying them, because people love them. whatever ship the cruise is on is almost like deputized as a love boat because their general route is to Acapulco, but there's like a 5-parter or something where they go up to like Alaska, and it's still the love boat. Like they've been transferred to a different ship. It's a different route. It's just temporary. But like, again, Julie's thinking of leaving it all behind and marrying this guy up in Canada. And it's still the love boat. But it's like, you're not on your ship. It's just wherever they happen to be is the love boat at that point in time.
It's like Air Force One.
Force One, exactly. Love Force One.
Love
we need
Force
to pitch
One.
that. So. Can you imagine how many scripts, though, Maureen McCormick turned down throughout her career? Where it's like,
wow.
and this is the scene where you get hit in the face. She's like, I'm not doing that anymore.
It's like, come on, man.
Lori was holding Rodrigo's hand, looking the hottest Maureen McCormick has ever looked. So it's like, this 12-year-old boy is like, so what if I can't sing? Look at this. Merry Christmas, everyone.
I'm holding Marsha Brady's hand.
There's not enough love. I thought Dobbs was going to get with the sister. Now, yes, it's complicated because she belongs to God, but like maybe she'd leave the convent. It's not a very successful convent.
No.
The crew was the only audience in the concert.
Hey,
so it's
yeah.
like maybe she leaves and goes off with Dobbs. He charmed her by saying they were both Irish from the same, like...
Right, because they both had that Irish accent.
There's no love except for the fleeting love of Lori and Jim. And it's like they love each other, but it's up there and they got to grasp it. But we don't get our like triple couples that we typically get in a Love Boat episode.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's just like even theirs is like salvaged love. No one falls in love here. You can't find the big things. Like Christmas Eve is like the, I didn't get something for the mailman. Is there a Whitman sampler somewhere?
Yeah, right, yeah.
It's loose ends shopping. I was watching the episode trying to figure out, like, is this a good party? Because with, like, let's say Mr. Gorpley wasn't there. Were they enjoying themselves? And they seem to be. And this looks like hell to me. Like my wife and I are just antisocial. Like, don't invite us to your game night. Don't do anything. And I'm just like, this, you go through the motions. You get that impersonal gift from the checkout aisle where you make sure they know you spent the $15, not a penny less, not a penny more.
Right.
But, like, you don't want it. They don't want you, what you brought. It's a lot of just, like, fake. This is the late 80s and they're ending with the like nice bow on it. In the edgier 90s, I would have thrown in like a line of Gorpley now that he's back to like old Gorpley, something like, I'm gonna pee in this.
Well, no. The final shot would be him going home, putting that thing down next to the toilet and putting the toilet bowl cleaner in it.
Yeah.
Now I've got a new toilet bowl cleaner holder.
Where the audience is like, same old Gorpley.
Yeah. Miller Boyette sitcoms. This is the first one I'm talking about on this podcast, but those sitcoms in particular were heavy on the hootin' and hollering and anything even a touch romantic.
I had to believe they had like a light up sign or like a series of them. There's applause, there's clap, there's aw.
Yeah.
And then there's the woo sign.
Yeah.
Well, there was like kind of like a freelance guy, but he worked a lot with ABC in the like mid to late 80s where he was basically the audience doctor. He had this contraption on a cart that he would wheel around with him, and they would bring him into like sitcoms if they felt the audience reaction needed to be punched up a little. Like he was really great with Webster because a lot of the jokes didn't hit. Like there's like a 60-minute special that someone reposted on Blue Sky like 3 months ago, and it's really interesting because he was the only one. Like at this point, there's like apps and all that other stuff. But he was in high demand because everything was in front of a studio audience, but they weren't always getting the reactions they felt they should get. And over the course of the day, the audience is getting more tired. So that was his thing. And he was really good about the awes, but he knew when to pull them back. He was like a maestro of it.
Wow.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Miller Boyett used him too.
Oh, he had to have.
My question about that's so weird is, like, when you're doing a sitcom like that and you've got the live studios, I get it in terms of like the energy for the actors and all that stuff. What I don't understand is, like, why couldn't in post they add like audience reaction and clapping and stuff? Like,
right,
the home audience is never gonna know the difference, right?
No, we won't.
And it's amazing to me that they would put that effort in. It's interesting as that they would do that, but it's like it's crazy that they would go to those links to get like audience reactions live to audio. I don't know. That's amazing to me.
But it's the integrity aspect. You remember, we used to be able to make deals with a handshake. And now everything has to be notarized. You know, like, the world is a different place.
Will, you are the only person that I know of who has matched the words integrity with sitcom.
I was born to make that connection.
Yes, you were.
Thank you for that.
I wouldn't expect that from anybody else. That's why you're here. Thanks, Will. Talk to you later. Next time on the Advent Calendar House.
Welcome home to a brand new holiday special. How old St. Nick became Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho! Find out where Christmas traditions began. There should be a celebration one day each year. CBS Wednesday. It's an all-new musical tale for the entire family.
Merry Christmas.
The story of Santa Claus.